How's that? Are these better dinks or worse dinks? Also, you probably won't have music going during the game. God, the music's kind of quiet too, huh? Perfect dinks. Okay, ideal dinks. That's what we want. Hey, man. Yeah, we're trying not to obliterate any dinks. We want every dink to be counted for. How you doing? I'm just enjoying my hot chocolate and waiting on my soup still. We'll see if it becomes the Dinkpocalypse. I don't know yet. Freya, you don't know that Cataclysm doesn't have flying saucers. And I will say no more. That's what mods are for anyway. There's apparently so much stuff in Cataclysm I have not seen, and I've put hours and hours and hours into this game. There's like huge chunks of content that are extremely rare and all kinds of nonsense. So, who knows? Yeah, there's a huge variety. That's one of the things that makes it a really good game. Anyway, I think I'm just about ready to start. I'm still kind of enjoying my hot chocolate for a little bit, but I have a whole nother big thing of backup for it, so I won't be running out anytime soon. And we do have to roll a character and create a... Well, I created a world ahead of time, but yeah. But yeah, microphone level and game audio is all A-okay? Good on everybody's systems? Yeah, that's the whole reason I'm playing it right now. Obviously. You already said it was good for you. I was checking with everybody else. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna try out one of those OBS fades real quick. Let's see if I can make that happen. Let me turn that fade up. Alright, there we go. Are we good? Did it do a fade? I didn't fade the game in. What's the point? What's the point in your whole fade system? What the fuck? Alright, game, come on. And now you okay, you just appear. Okay, cool. Whatever. Fine. Anyway, welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I'm gonna start a new game this time, because it's, because I ended up kind of borking the last world I had after the stream, and I figured I'd just generate a new world anyway. I tried to make it a little bit less easy on myself this time, because I was playing with kid gloves last time. 1/10 of the normal zombie spawns, and they were slower and weaker than usual. I'm keeping them a little bit slower and weaker than usual, because I'm still not exactly an expert at that, but I did want to try to at least make it a little less barren, even though we managed to die despite the fact that there were only 1/10 of zombies. But hopefully this time we'll have a little bit better luck with the survival. But I wanted to start with proper character creation, because we didn't get to do that last time. I came in with a preset, so since this is kind of an impromptu stream, I figured I don't really have a plan for it or anything, so we can go in with like a character creation thing if y'all want to participate. You don't have to, but you know. That's the most enthusiastic response I think I could expect. I'll probably come up with something in the worst case, so don't worry about it. This is why I skip all the generation stuff a lot of the time, because it takes a while to boot with all the mods and things installed. Molly, shut up. Alright, so yeah, basically, the way character creation in this works is you can either start it with like a pool of points, like in different categories for different traits and stuff, like your skills and your stats and all that, or you can put it all in one pool so that it's all totaled together and it makes it a little easier, it's a little more flexible. And then freeform is just like, do whatever you want, no limits, have fun. Which is also kind of fun sometimes. But I cranked up the points that we start with a little bit. Again, it's a handicap, but it'll help with... it helps us get into the game a little bit faster. If you want to play this game like hardcore survival game, like, you can definitely do that. But I have modified it so that the seasons are shorter, so that we start a little better, we get better a little faster, and hopefully it'll make it move a little quicker. Oh, Stranded Spacer. I've not done that one, I don't think. That was one of the ones... one of the mods I have installed is it's sort of a near-future sci-fi mod, so that it... Normally Cataclysm is set kind of like in an alternate universe present day, where there's been different advancements in, like, artificial intelligence and power storage and stuff like that. But the notion is that you have... you take that like and extend it out like 20 or 30 years, and then you get like near like basic early space travel stuff and whatever, and there's some other things. There's better robots and things like that. It's a pretty nice mod. It's I think it's Aftershock is what it's called. It's a pretty good one. I could look at the mods that are installed, but not right now. But yeah, so that's one I like playing with, just because it adds a bunch of like tech that's kind of cool. It adds more like vehicle options, it adds some enemies and places you can see and stuff like that. We could try Stranded Spacer if you want. The basic... I've done some of these challenge ones. The Migo camp is near impossible, but it's... I've never survived more than like a week. Migos are like terrible alien things from the Cthulhu mythos, I'm pretty sure. And they live in an alien environment that's really hard to breathe, and it's really hot, and it sucks, without spoiling anything. So, and it also, you start in the winter, and I'm cold already. I don't want to be any more cold. So, yeah. But yeah, we could definitely do Stranded Spacer. It says you start in an escape pod, and that's it. You don't have any gear, no skills. The description is what was to be a routine cargo transfer ended in tragedy when, in a brief moment of chaos, your spaceship was intercepted and destroyed by an STO missile. As soon as the Moth alarm flared to life, you scrambled to the nearest escape pod and barely managed to reach the uncertain safety of the planet below. So that could be kind of fun. There's other ones. There's so many that we could try out, but let's try this, because this should be... The escape pod might be interesting. It might be an interesting environment to start in. It might start us with... Oh, there's only 2 classes you can pick from to start. Interesting. A ratting. You were a junior crew member with a freight spaceship with an exceptionably... Without any exceptionably valuable abilities. There we go. I can read. You spent your work shifts performing miscellaneous maintenance tasks within the ship. As such, you are moderately skilled in performing all sorts of minor electrical and mechanical repairs, a skill set you hope remains useful planetside. That's pretty much my normal build anyway. Espacier. I'm guessing that's French for spacer or something. I don't know. You are a well-experienced mercenary as Espacier, a soldier rated for both orbital and planetary combat. Until the crash, you were part of a minor mercenary outfit that provided onboard and landing site security for freight corporations, although it seems that your last contractor required more protection than what you could provide. Unfortunately, most of your more specialized gear was left behind in your hasty evacuation. So what it looks like is the ratting is like a... It doesn't cost us any points to start. We start with a basic toolkit, some construction, like, hard hat, duct tape. That's exciting. Space Marine, Espacier? Okay. Yeah, there's probably root words there that I'm not familiar with, but that sounds about right. And then, yeah, so if we start as a ratting, we get electronics and mechanics skills, which is good. Principles of metalworking, welding, soldering, okay. So we start as a pretty good, if we were to make an engineer character or work on vehicles or stuff like that, that'd be a good thing to do. Or welding or blacksmithing or something we could potentially branch into. And this is more like you start with so many weapon skills. It costs 6 points, but it would give us like tons of weapon skills. This is like an advanced character. You have some armor, bunch of combat skills, a two-way radio, a fancy gun, it sounds like, and a bunch of bionics already. So yeah, this is like an advanced jump right in and into the action. I'm kind of leaning toward the former, because I think it'd be more interesting if we weren't like a badass right at the start and we kind of built our way up to it. I kind of want to survive a little longer than one session this time if I can, and I think it'd be fun to start as a slightly less good character. Oh, the Quesos ammo is really hard to find. So you start with like a really good gun with hard to find ammunition, I'm guessing? Okay. I mean, that could be interesting too. I'm gonna go with the ratting for now, and if there's any huge objections, we can go back and change it. So for a space engineer, they're probably more intelligent than average. That would give them, like, they'd build stuff faster and they'd read and learn a little faster. I've disabled skill rust because it's really annoying, and I don't like the fact that if you don't build a car for a week, you forget, like, how to take apart an engine or whatever. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but I don't like the idea that you just get worse by just not doing stuff constantly. Mostly just that it's annoying. Maybe for like a long game that I was trying to play like really hardcore mode, maybe I would enjoy that more, but anyway. So, gonna give them 2 points of intelligence, either perception, so that they have like, I mean that kind of would make sense for an engineer, or like manual dexterity, or strength. I mean they probably are working pretty hard even in 0G, so... I don't do too many strength characters, so maybe strength. 2 points of strength. Which gives them more hit points and more melee damage, and they can carry more, which is all pretty useful. And then we got 16 points we can spend on traits and stuff. I mean, yeah, they're fine, I guess, for sci-fi realism, since they're in 0G, they wouldn't have, their strength would be less on Earth, so even if they were like a nice, strong, fit person, I guess we'll bump them back down to normal. Fine. If they're from Jupiter, that's a very good point, Molly. If they're from Jupiter, then you get ripped on Jupiter. That's how it goes. I'll give them dexterity. Fine. All right. They're cannibal, obviously. I'm not sure about that. What do we want to make them? I gave us a lot of points to work with, but we don't have to use all of them. Molly, don't also start in on the scientific realism. This is too much. We're playing video games. We don't need this right now. Let's say they're indefatigable, so they have a lot of endurance. Their stamina is higher than usual. Let's see, are they a fast learner rather than a fast reader? Yes, I am telling you to not start with the scientific realism. We have too much in this stream. I don't need any more. Alright, I'm gonna give them fast learner so that they learn by doing rather than by reading, because I kind of like that feel a little better. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make them... Okay. I want to give them stimulant psychosis, which means they can tolerate more stimulants, but if they take too many, rather than getting super jittery, they start to hallucinate. Because I have this idea in my head of like a kind of jumpy orbital mechanic who probably drinks a bunch of space coffee and or amphetamines, I guess. And probably you don't drink those, but with your coffee. And high adrenaline, okay. Because adrenaline is going to be like a natural source of stimulants in their body whenever they get into combat. They just get a rush of like a stimulant thing, and so that should be interesting. So they're a stressed character, I think. This is somebody who's very anxious and tense all the time. What else? Accomplished sleeper. Yeah, that's true, because space is weird to sleep in. And you're like, if you come unbuckled, you just go floating down the corridor in 0G, so it kind of makes sense to give them Accomplished Sleeper, I think. Alright. We got 9 out of 16 points. We could spend all of them if we wanted. We can give them Robust Genetics, because they probably got some kind of treatment to prevent their DNA from getting damaged. Which helps if like, there's nasty mutations, which can happen. It makes them more likely to be better than worse. I could see like some kind of treatment to do like DNA preservation because you're exposed to all that cosmic radiation up in orbit, maybe. 4 more things. Let's see. Are they spiritual? Do they have a philosophical interest? Or... let's see. Character creation I can easily spend hours and hours on, just so you know. Are they from a space theocracy? Interesting thought, interesting thought. Are we going like full Warhammer here? They're not Vespasier or whatever, so maybe not. But I'm sure they need engineers in Warhammer. 40k, I'm sorry. I know they're different, but... I've never played a spiritual character before. Whether driven by religious beliefs or philosophical interest, you find great inspiration in studying holy texts and experiencing mystical things. I don't know what experiencing mystical things entails, but... let's see. Let's see. It might be interesting. How many points is it? Just 1? Yeah, it's just 1 point. That could be an interesting flavor thing. They went to space and saw God. Maybe they worship the sun. I don't know. Let's see. We got a couple more points. I'm gonna make them... fleet-footed or fast reflexes. Dodge attacks more easily or move more quickly. Actually, yeah, Freya, that's a good point. Because you kind of like see Earth from a really high position and you're like, whoa, we're all one, dude. And that sort of thing, so it kind of can be a spiritual experience. I could understand though. Yeah, fleet-footed maybe not, but fast reflexes would kind of make sense for an engineer or something. Like, I don't know. You'd have to be like good at twisting around corridors and moving your body in weird ways, so maybe they're like fast reflexes and parkour. Or we just do... yeah, fast reflexes give them dodge, so I like that. I think this is a pretty decent start. Pretty decent setup. So they're not strong, but they're pretty nimble, I would say. And they like their stimulants. So what are their downsides? What kind of things do they have that are working against them? I was thinking jittery, but that would suck with our stimulant thing, because like if we're on caffeine and we have an adrenaline rush at the same time, then we're just going to start shaking uncontrollably and not be able to hit anything. Interesting, but it would be pretty... it would hamstring us pretty bad. Maybe they're nomad, they don't like to stay in one place. I might go with my standards. Let's see. Heavy sleeper? That kind of works with the accomplished sleeper. They can sleep through just about anything, like noise won't wake them up. I like that. I might slow down their healing rate, because the default healing rate is really fast, and I do kind of like... you get a lot of points for slowing down healing, and resting for an afternoon isn't that hard with some decent bandages on your wounds, or whatever. So I might lower the healing to 1/3 if regular with poor healer, and then... I'm thinking... maybe Truth Teller... when you tell a lie, you blush, stammer, and get all shifty-eyed. Telling lies and otherwise bluffing will be much more difficult for you. So are they honest? I think they might be honest. Let's see. Rigid table manners. They can't stand to eat at anything but a table, and if they don't, they're gonna have a mental breakdown. Probably not. I'm sure you're probably used to eating in weird gross corridors in space, so... a lightweight... drugs affect the negative effects of drugs hit them faster and harder. That's not too many points. I'm thinking maybe addictive personality for 2 more points, so it's easier to get an addiction. So maybe they're like not very used to that or something like that, so they would be more vulnerable to substances. Can't drink booze to make ourselves happy, but we do get 2 points. We're at neutral now. We could just roll with this. Yeah, I guess that does jive with the stimulant psychosis too. That's a really good point, Molly. Because so they really like their stimulants, but the effects of them hit them harder, and also they're more likely to get addicted to them. So that does make sense. I kind of like that combination there. And then what else? Astronauts have to have really good vision, so they probably don't have glasses. Flimsy, forgetful, fragile, frail. There's so many stats, or so many traits to just make them easier to hurt. With the slow healer, we're probably good on that front. Do they hate reading? That would suck. But it does kind of make sense with the fast learner thing. I took that instead of reading. They prefer to do things with their hands. Books are more boring, and you can't have fun by reading books. It's only 1 point. And books are kind of important in this. I might not take that, but I'd take an argument for taking it. I might just roll with what we got and maybe just be light on the skills to start, because we don't need to give ourselves all of these. Maybe sleepy. We need to sleep more often. And that earns a point. And then... So yeah, because they're probably fatigued from all the stimulants all the time, so they need more sleep. Are they squeamish? They don't want to wear dirty clothes? It's not that bad. Wearing dirty clothes kind of sucks anyway, like it ruins your mood, so I might do that. I don't know. They stink and they don't like dirty clothes. Oh, weak stomach for land sickness. I like that idea. That's pretty good. So they get queasy easier. I do like that. I've never really taken weak stomach. What does it do? You're more likely to throw up from food poisoning, alcohol, etc. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I like that. So how about weak stomach and... pain sensitivity? I mean, that would suck. It gives us 2 points, and then we could do 1 more in squeamish, and then we have a pretty... I mean, we've come out pretty neutral. We have a lot of points for stats then. We can go back to this screen and go over this again if we want. Oh, and we have to pick up our appearance too. I guess we can go back and do that later. But I'm going to give them a little bit of points, extra points in electronics and in mechanics, because that's like their main thing. We got 7 more points to spend. So they're an orbital mechanic. They're probably like decent at building things like fabrication skills. Probably don't know much about landside survival, so I'm not going to give them any of that. Computers probably. You could do a point of dodging. I'm not sure. A point of dodging wouldn't hurt. Let's see. Social skills. If you're working on a team, maybe they were a team lead or something. Maybe that's how they got their stimulant addiction. They were some kind of beleaguered space mechanic boss or whatever. What would you call them? There's a term for that. I forget what it's... A manager? I think that's the word I was looking for. So maybe they have some social skill. You can go back and give them more stats. You could bump up their intelligence or bump up their dexterity. I might bump up their dexterity. And then we have 1 more point to spend to start. We could just, well, yeah, 1 more point to start. Sailing, drawing, unarmed combat, vehicles. Probably vehicles, because there might be like some, they might have some experience with that, I guess. Or throwing. Yeah, I'll do vehicles. Alright, now, so here's our total summary here. So we got a decent set of skills, some mechanic skills to start. I'm gonna hit randomize a couple times. Hugo Fine, Alicia Tobin, Janice Matson, Davis Henderson. And it's randomizing their height and their age and their blood type. I don't know what those mean yet. I haven't actually seen like whether blood transfusions are a thing. Presumably they are, but this is the latest, or at least like this is like 2 or 3 builds old, I think, but it's one of the most recent builds. Let's see. I like Wreck as a middle name, as like as a nickname. Name, blood type, and special skill. The major the things that define any person. Unless that's a reference to something, and I don't know what the reference, but the 3 genders. Okay, so it's Crashed Escape Pod is their start location, no matter what, pretty much. So randomizing got blood type A+, which is obviously the best blood type. Age 26, height 177 centimeters. Let's see. I like Wreck as a nickname a lot. Fulton's not a bad last name. I'll remember that one. Let's randomize their name a couple more times. How do we do that? N? Unless anyone has name ideas. Pandora Mahler, though. Ooh. Oh, that's a fun one. Pandora... Do we want to put Wreck in there? Or just have her name Pandora Mahler? Pandora Mahler is a good name. Unless that's Moeller, but I'm gonna assume it's not. Oh, dang it. There we go. It deleted it. But yeah, so Pandora Mahler, the Stranded Spacer. Are we ready to go? She's got all kinds of stimulant things. She's twitchy, but she knows what she's doing. And she's crashed on a planet due to some unexpected circumstance where planetary defense systems activated and got really excited and started shooting down orbital platforms or whatever. And we can see if she can manage to use her skills of space engineering to survive. I'm gonna save her really quick. Pandora Mahler, space engineer. Okay, there we go. And I think we're ready to go. So hopefully it'll be able to place this crashed escape pod in the world. I haven't tested this start yet, so I'm not sure. Here's hope. Oh, that was easy. Okay. So here we are. Aw, look at her. She's in a pod. Alright, so let's take stock of what we got. There's a Type 2 Landfall Survival Kit, it says. Metal box containing survival supplies often found within ships and their escape pods. Its cyan highlights indicate that it is a simple Type 2 kit, and that would only be helpful in a planet whose atmosphere and gravity are within 2 deviations from Earth's. Okay. So, hopefully this is a planet that's in 2 deviations of Earth. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Let's read the intro text too. What was to be a routine cargo transfer ended in tragedy when, in a brief moment of chaos, your spaceship was intercepted and destroyed by a surface-to-orbit missile. As soon as the I don't know what MAW stands for, alarms flared to life, you scrambled to the nearest escape pod and barely managed to reach the uncertain safety of the planet below. Alright. So, I'm gonna get this Landfall Survival Kit. It looks like it has a bunch of tools and stuff in it. Fine cutting, food cooking, containing, butchering, quality, or butchering and boiling. Oh, we'd have to wield it though, so it's really big. Can I check what's in it? Well, let's wield it and then I can see what's in it. Okay, so there's an orbital distress beacon. Distress radio beacon that automatically engages in the event of a crash. You could plant it outside of the pod to attract rescuers or more likely bandits. Alternatively, you could disassemble it for scrap. Okay, so that could be useful. I wonder if it'll actually, like, get contact with anybody, because that'd be neat. Flashlight, flint and steel, folded emergency blankets, folding knife, military mess kit, screwdriver, water purifier. Ooh, that's a battery-powered, water purification device. Extremely handy. Okay. Whistle multi-tool, wrench. So we have, like, most of the basic equipment we'd want to be able to start with. And a landfall survival gun. A lightweight bolt-action gun that's barely more than a 22 barrel mounted with a flimsy metal assembly. Cheaply made and outdated in all respects, it's only useful in the most extenuating of circumstances. So we have a really shitty tube of a gun on like a really shitty chunk of metal that can shoot. It's basically the world's most primitive shotgun. We could make something like this out of a pipe. But it does have 18 bullets, which is nice. We have a back holster with our gun in it, so that's good. We have some water, some rations, in bottles and bags, a landfall survival manual, a short rope, and duct tape. The all-important duct tape. A small folio indicating how best to utilize the equipment of your landfall survival kit during an emergency. The first page urges you to remain calm and consult your escape pod's control console for further instructions. Okay, where's our escape pod console? Crashed escape pod closed spaceship hatch. Escape pod guidance system. Escape pod spaceship hull. Okay. Well, can we, So the guidance system is busted, is what you're telling me. And this is a hatch. I guess, are we ready to open it? I don't know what's going to be out here. Let's, just to be on the safe side, let's reload our landfall survival gun. Alright, so we've got one shot in our landfall survival gun. I might drop our kit here and leave it here for now, and then we can come back and get it after we get the lay of the land. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Although I might try to get... Come to think of it, let me get the flashlight out of it. Well, maybe I'll wear the whistle multi-tool if I can, or no, I can't. Drop the flashlight so we have it handy. Drop the multi-tool, because we can get information about the environment with that. And drop the folding knife, because we might want a melee weapon, and that would be a good one to have. And the rest we can leave here for now. We can come back and get it later. So, how much of this can we carry? Alright, we can carry all three. So here's our basic kit. We've got our jumpsuit, which has most of our tools except for our wrench in it. Our duct tape. Do we need our duct tape? I might leave that behind. Okay, so I'm ready to open this hatch. Let's see what's outside. Alright. Looks like we definitely did crash. Ooh, keyboard, come on, what are you doing? Ah, my numpad got a little bit crusty somehow. Oh, I spilled tea in it earlier, and I cleaned it up as best as I could, but that one key was not doing so great. But yeah, so here's our escape pod. I mean, that's a shelter in a pinch, I guess. Looks like it moved up a bunch of dirt over here. And as for where we're at, it looks like we're in a field. There's a silo to the south. What looks like a road. So this is clearly an inhabited planet. Let's see. What's this M all about? That M is a county mortuary. Okay. That's a place. There's no bridge across this river, unfortunately. We are in the middle of nowhere here, either. Dang. I think if we get on the silo, we'll get the lay of the land, because we can look around from there and get, like, some perspective. So I think that's going to be our first destination. Nothing around us. It's just a big open field, so... How are we on temperature? We're comfortable. Okay. So we've got warm enough clothes with our jumpsuit right now. Some wood ash. And a pile of ash and some burned grass. And burdock. Okay. So it looks like there might have been a fire here, but nothing super interesting. Wonder why. Maybe that was part of the crash? Who knows? Spotted a goose! Oh no, look out. That's not a goose, that's a pile of wood ash. There's the goose. It's a goose in a goose in a hoose. That's a goose in a little busted up wooden shack. What are you doing in there, buddy? A Canadian goose, a common waterfowl that regrets leaving Canada. So we're on Earth. I guess that's safe to assume. Well, dang, unless this is like a parallel universe planet where they brought geese. I don't know. Have they done that? It's possible. Anyway, we're so terrified of this goose, I'm going to have to turn off safe movement mode. I wonder if geese are as violent in this game as they are in real life. But... Oh, I didn't grab the gun. I'm gonna run back and get that gun, just in case this is a very angry goose. Wait, didn't we have a... We aren't wearing the back holster. That was in the box. Okay. So let's run back up here. Let's wear that back holster. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got our gun. So wield the landfall survival gun. Alright, and we are reloaded? Yes. Alright. So let's head on back down to that shack. There's that goose. Don't mess with me, buddy. That goose looks like it's got a nest in here. Can see your current location, tracking, but non-hostile. Okay. Well, we can live in peace with the geese for now. You're not angry, right? Okay. And what's over here? A pencil and 4 planks. I mean, we could make notes with it. It's not a bad thing to have. Doesn't take up much space. Yeah, it looks like there's just a family of, or a little duo of geese, and they're just chilling in here. I'm gonna leave them be for now, but if we need food, we have geese. So, I say, completely missing the fact that there's a huge farm field right south of there. Okay. Looks like this is all corn, so it's a big cornfield. It's all seedlings, so it's not gonna be ripe for a while, but it was planted recently, which means there were people around to tend it, probably. We're gonna have to climb over this fence, like so. And... I'm gonna climb up this silo. Try to get the lay of the land from up top. So, we're a couple tiles above ground. That didn't show us too much. It just showed that this forest is a little not quite as big as it could have been. Looks like the road continues around south by the river. Yeah, this is a big river. And then over here, it cuts through the woods, so this is like, this is a good route to know. If we wanted to get up to that mortuary, we'd have to cross through all of this swamp. I would rather not do. Although, it looks like there's a farm field up here. So, that might be a place where there's food if there's a farmhouse. It could also just be another silo, though, for all we know. So, let's see. I'm gonna head on down. And I don't think there's anything else around here, is there? Just the road? Are there any vehicles on the road? It looks like that's a negatory. Alright, so nothing exciting so far. We could follow the road for a ways. Looks like there's another field. Yeah, another farm field south of here. I don't want to cross through the swamps because those can be pretty nasty. So I think I'm gonna duck between these woods and see what we can find there. Alright. It's currently noon, and hey, it's a car part. What are you? You're an alternator, I'm guessing? Yeah, it's a car alternator. Now, alternators are pretty useful in that, as like a car part, if you're not familiar with car parts, they're the thing what makes the energy, or makes the motor create energy to recharge your battery, so that as you burn gas, you make some electricity. It's basically a really simple dynamo, but what that means is, for us, is that there are all kinds of devices we could make as a power generator. We could make, if we found a motor, we could hook it up to that alternator and make a generator. If we found a bicycle, we could use it to turn the bicycle into a pedal-powered generator. And of course we could take it apart for like wire and scrap and so on. Anyway, road diverges here. Looks like if we go to the east and south, we'll get to that farm field. Maybe there's another silo, maybe a farmhouse. I'm kind of leaning that way. And then the road continues to the west. I'm going to keep going south for now. Nothing around. There has been nothing out in the wilderness. This is kind of eerie. And then we have a car. Okay. A hybrid car. Has a broken battery that's completely drained, and a damaged battery, but that's still functional, which has 100% charge, which is actually a nice thing to have. Has an engine, has a motor. The fuel tank is good, but empty. It has no security system, just have tires. It has one wheel, it has two wheels, it has three wheels, that's enough to drive. Alright. It has 4 wheels, but the 4th is a little damaged. The control system is perfectly fine. The security system is damaged. This is a perfect starter vehicle, wow. Because if it's a hybrid, does it have an electric engine? And the gas just... Electric motor and a... Yeah, wow, this is brilliant. Okay, well how about that? That's a heck of a find. A scissors jack, a replacement wheel if you need one, and 5 cigars. That's a pretty good find. We're gonna put those in our pocket, I think. And yeah, this farmhouse is right on over here. It looks like it is indeed a farmhouse. There is a field, has some cucumber plants in a greenhouse, I'm guessing. This looks like a greenhouse. Lettuce, tomato, cucumber, carrot. All of them are mature. We could harvest those for food. That's awesome. No tools or anything, but it's something. And there's a vehicle here, so we can use that to get around. So this is an amazing find. And a magazine, a biannual magazine devoted to the art and science of discus throwing. So I guess we'll take that too. It'll be fun to read, although we hate reading. Maybe it'll be fun to burn. I don't know. Looks like they have some tinned food and some dry pasta and stuff. Some Spam. That's good. Energy cola, pizzas, etc., etc. What else? What else? Yeah, tea and syrup and eggs. So this is all dry food, all goods that'll keep for a long time. This is an amazing place to start at. Wow. Caffeine pills. Oh, it's our shit. Alright, let's do that. Right in the pockets. Right next to the cigar. We have a sweatshirt and a turtleneck. Probably don't need those. Yeah, we're not too cold, so... Sunglasses. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. They'll keep the glare out of our eyes as the sun goes down. Poor-fitting trench coat, but that could be good for storage and protection, because trench coats are a little bit heavier duty. And a kufi cap. Let's see. That's, oh. I feel like I know this. It's somewhere in the back of my mind, but I'm having trouble. It's a religious thing, I believe, right? Actually, we did take spiritual, right? I don't know if we have a religion. Yeah, we did take spiritual, so... As soon as I remember what religion that belongs to, we can decide if we are that or not. Oh wow! A chainsaw! And a welding tank. And acetylene torch, so we could do welding work. And an electric chainsaw! Amazing! Okay. That is going in the pocket of our jumpsuit, I guess, and in the trunk of that hybrid car. Let's store the gun back in our holster. We don't seem to need it. Hey, what am I doing? How do I store you in the back holster? Oh, the electric chainsaw went in the back holster. Okay. That's kind of fun. So we could holster a chainsaw and power it with batteries, and that could be our main weapon. As we figure out what the heck is going on with this. There is nothing around though. Wow, I'm very surprised. But for now, I'm gonna put the chainsaw and the gun and the magazine and the cigar and the caffeine pills and probably all our tools, honestly, in the trunk. Because we don't need to carry them just this minute. Did I put the... Yeah, I put everything there. Okay. So let's keep on checking out this garage here. This work shed. I'll wield the chainsaw. Can I get the tank of gas? I can't. The torch I can't get. Oh, there's a zombie. Way down here. Let's see. Weather-beaten and badly damaged set of riot gear, huh? Alright. So this is like a zombie cop just chilling out outside the farmhouse here. They must have come from somewhere. Was that their hybrid car? I don't know. I don't typically think of cops being particularly environmentally conscious, but maybe that's my own biases. Oh, there's a dog! A hostile dog! An adorable beagle that has managed to survive the apocalypse. Being agile and small, they are difficult to shoot at, generally attack in packs. Uh-oh. Hey, hey Ben, and also hey 80% relatable. Yeah, the scope of this game is a little overwhelming, but I also have always really liked roguelikes, so it's kind of I do enjoy it in like the amount of things you can do in this game are pretty extensive in a fun way, so that you can create your own fun once you kind of get the hang of it. But these kind of games, I mean, half the time I like watching other people play this more than I like playing it. Yeah, it is a fun game, but I think in some ways it's I half the time like it better when other people play it for me. Anyway, these dogs that I just let loose from this shed are all very angry and hungry, and they are bolting straight toward me, and I sprinted back to our car as fast as I could to drop off of all of our gear. I kind of don't want to shoot these dogs. Oh, that kind of scale. I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna consider it being abstract. A person is probably, I mean, yeah, they have to break it down into, like, game tiles, and they probably didn't design the world with that. With the scale of the thing being the first and foremost priority. Anyway, I've loaded things up in this trunk. I'm gonna try to start this engine. And, alright, engine started. Alright. And, I'm gonna try to drive away from these dogs, and maybe lure them away from the farmhouse, and hope that that we can maybe cohabitate, eventually. Uh-oh. Oh, my key got jammed down. Oh no, oh gosh. This is why I should have cleaned my keyboard a little more extensively when I spilled tea in it. Oh no. The move forward key got jammed down. Alright, that's better. Are we good? Are we good? Oh gosh, we're not even responding anymore. Okay, there we go. Oh god, that's a mess. That could have been very bad. Our gas pedal just got stuck down and we were charging forward. Anyway, I'm luring these dogs as far away as we can. I think our battery was good. Yeah, we've got 98% charge still after that distance, so this is kind of, it's not a super efficient electric motor, and we don't have any gas in the tank, but the tank is in good shape, so we could fill that up with gas, and we could have a pretty good, a pretty reliable vehicle. I want to take care of this vehicle and make sure it stays in good shape, because that's just... a good vehicle is hard to find, let alone an extremely good hybrid vehicle. This is a source of power for us, this is a source of mobility, we can haul equipment around. Oh, I don't want to hit the dogs. No, don't hit the dogs. We are trying to coexist. I want to possibly tame them and make them our friend. So I wonder if our spacer here has ever actually met a dog before, come to think. Because we just crash landed on this planet. I don't know if they're used to Earth animals. Alright, let's see, back it up. And drive forward. Okay. I'm just gonna get you back on the road. Whatever. Close enough. Alright, let's get out of the car. A little bit of a janky parking job. It does, again, the tile system that it uses, the way it breaks things up into tiles, is a little bit weird. In that it ends up creating a situation where I can now step into my vehicle diagonally. I think that there is a plan to overhaul this a little bit in the near future, but being that this is an open source project... Oh, there's another dog! Oh, I messed up. Well, oh, please don't make me hurt you, dog. I don't want to hurt a dog. Do I have anything I can give you to... No, I don't have any food. I have some ration bars, but I'd rather not. It's possible... I'm just gonna yell at the dog. I'm gonna yell at the dog, sit. The dog did not sit. Okay. So I'm gonna non-lethally kick the dog so the dog stops being hostile. Maybe he'll back away. I don't want to shoot the dog. You hit the Labrador for 3 damage. They are not uninterested in fighting us. They are just... I just kicked a dog. What's over here? a bruised corpse of a beagle and a corpse of a Labrador mutt. And some dog dung. So it looks like these dogs, these are like a pack of feral dogs that have been holed up in this barn for a while. Possibly eating their own. We might not have a choice. I'm trying not to do an animal violent. Oh my gosh! What the heck has happened back here? Okay, so we have a dead cat. We have dead bodies all over the place. This is a heck of a find for the back of this barn. Okay, they're all zombie corpses. So apparently this was the family that lived here, I'm guessing. There's a comic book. Yep, that's a kid. Why do you have a vibrator? They have a backpack though. Oh, I want to get that backpack. Storage is important, but okay. It's super filthy. I'm gonna just grab this nasty backpack. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I could grab the purse too, but I'd rather not. Yeah, I think that's all we really want from this pile. That's so yeah, this pack of feral dogs has been doing some work, it looks like. They've been hauling back their kills here to eat, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else in the shed. I don't think that dog can see me anymore. Yeah, because we ducked into the shadows here, so this dog can't see us. Or maybe they've lost interest, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna grab the wood saw and the welding goggles, we want those. Lawnmower, really good to take apart. Not our top priority right now, but lawnmowers have motors in them, they've got blades in them, they've got all kinds of stuff, so they're very, very, very good for disassembling and building stuff. Funnel, useful for gathering rainwater, because you need water. Water's important. A hoe, I don't super need one right now, although it would be a decent weapon on a stick that we could defend ourselves with. We might have to get this dog. I don't trust these dogs anymore. Yeah, that dog has seen us. Okay, the other ones aren't outside, so let's... I'm sorry, Pupper. It's you or us right now. Alright. Alright, your torso throws you off balance, your encumbrance, you swing wildly and miss. We're attacking them with a hoe right now. You whack them up for 14 damage, they die. Oof. Okay, maybe they're less dangerous than we thought. I guess they must have had strength in numbers over here. I'm a little worried that there's all these corpses and zombies and stuff. I know that some animals can reanimate if you don't, you've got to chop them into quarters. But unless we're staying in this house, we might not have to worry about it. It takes time, and I'd rather not. What I might do... Honestly, this hoe isn't bad. It's a decent weapon on a stick for us. I think I'm gonna haul the lawnmower out and put it in the trunk, because we may want to disassemble it later. What's this? Pile of straw. Okay, so we could make a straw bed if we wanted, but I'm gonna take this lawnmower out of the shed, and we can probably, like, turn this into a makeshift machete later. Where's that beagle? They're way off on the road to the northwest, I think. If I can... yeah. There's an easier way to do this, but I don't know the key presses for it yet. Ignore that dog, please. Okay. Alright, so let's just put this thing in the trunk. Alright. So we have a... let's close that. I think that's... This is a pretty good shelter. We may end up wanting to come back here. We're hungry right now. We're not thirsty, but is there something we can eat before we head off onto the road? Because I want to check out some of these roads now that we have a car with a good battery. We need a way to recharge the battery, which is gas. So we need gas or a solar panel or something to keep this vehicle running. So that's going to be our next priority. I'm going to grab a vegetable pizza and this energy cola. I should probably drop off the hoe real quick. Let's do that. Wood saw, funnel, welding goggles, gross, filthy backpack. Don't want to wear it if I can help it. Where's that military mess kit? Because the military mess kit is actually electric, and it heats stuff up. Oh, it's in the crashed escape pod. We'll have to go back for that. Okay. So we can't heat up our pizza from this fridge. Oh, it's like a 2-liter bottle of cola. It's got eight things of energy. Who gets a 2-liter of energy cola? That's a lot. And this vegetable pizza. Let's see. Yeah, it'll last for 2 days, so probably better to eat it. It's room temperature. It wouldn't hurt. So I'm gonna eat this until we're not hungry. Eat 2 pieces of it. And have some energy cola, so we get some of that stimulant bonus. And now we aren't thirsty or hungry, so that's good. We can always come back for more of this. Can we get it all, actually? We can't. Spam? We can't fit the spam in our pockets either. I guess we could wear that gross backpack. Or I could... I'll leave the bedding here for now, because we might want to come back here to sleep. So, let's just dump off some of this food. I don't know how long we're going to be on the road, but I'm not expecting to be on the road for too long. Let's drop off the 2-liter, put it all in the trunk. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to get here, but we've got some food. It's only noon still, so I'm going to get back into the car, our janky diagonally parked car, and I guess, where's our next destination? We can either go west, see what's over here, or go east around the water and see what's over there. Alright. And we want to avoid these dogs still. As much as... I mean, I know they have it in for us, but... if I could come back here with, like, some dog kibble or something and make them our friends, it would be helpful to have some friendly faces in the apocalypse, I think. Seeing as how there's nothing but that one zombie cop we've seen, nobody around. This is eerie. Well, I guess groundhogs. There are groundhogs. Here we go. Okay. What's all this? What's all this, then? An amoebic mold, a formless slime mold the size of a cow. Crusty bits of cytoplasm fall away as it oozes across the ground. Okay. And 3 zombie soldiers. Once a soldier, it is dressed head to toe in combat gear and carries itself rather steadily for a zombie. And that zombie has an M4A1. 2 of them do. This one seems to have dropped it. They can't see us. There's blood smears. Have they been fighting this amoebic mold? Might have done. And there's more. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, I don't know if zombie soldiers can shoot. They might remember how to shoot. I think some of them do. Some of them just, like, retain their basic combat instincts and drills, like they'll fortify locations and they'll travel in groups and stuff like that. But I think some of them remember how to shoot, and I would rather not mess with them. These are more like Romero zombies than, like, the other class of zombies, the stupid ones. I forget what we call those, but... Zombie Bio-Operator. This armored and augmented soldier's bionics crackle with energy. Worse, it appears to remember its training. Yeah, okay. So this Zombie Bio-Operator probably can use a gun. And that's not a thing we want to mess with, probably. So what I'm gonna do is put a little mark here, a little red X. It says... Zombie soldiers. Avoid. Okay. I put the wrong thing. Okay, how do I do this again? It's X:R semicolon, right? Now it's a red X. Okay, there we go. Can we drive past them, I wonder? We can probably... I mean, if this immediate mold is distracting them, we might be able to slip by. Oh, stop! Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yeah, I need to collect the stuff from the pod. I completely forgot. We could come back for it, though. What else did we need? What did we have? We had an escape. We had a beacon. Some survival tools. It might be good to have. It would be good to have. So let's loop around, let these zombies mess with that amoebic mold, tear up the grass a little bit, and get back on the road. Alright. I don't want to overburden the engine, and this is not an off-road vehicle, so it's gonna burn through a lot more battery driving across the grass than it would across a nice smooth street. So in order to be as efficient as possible... Oh yeah, car alternator. That's a piece of electronics I want to nab. So because we are playing a kind of techie character here, I'm probably going to be spending some time gathering bits and bobs, as you've already seen with the lawnmower. And we can probably eventually build some useful widgets with that. Now, what's our battery like? 92%? We could probably drive across the grass here. Avoid these boulders, though. Just because there was enough equipment in that thing that... Oh, hello! I didn't see you last time. Corpse of a regular human. A lot of torn up clothes, and some cigarettes. I'm not gonna mess with them. What's over here? Oh, a bunch of shells and some blood. So I'm guessing that... An aluminum can. So yeah, I'm guessing this was a last stand. Somebody must have been fighting some zombies over here and didn't make it. I wonder if it was that cop we saw earlier. Or those soldiers out on the road. And then up here we've got some ducks that are afraid of our car, they're fleeing, and a blood-soaked frag and some more bullets. So maybe there was more, maybe there were more people out here. There might have been a camp or something. You run across these sorts of things all over in the wilderness that does a pretty interesting job of like procedural environmental storytelling, I think. I've always really liked that when roguelikes manage to do that. Alright, so the car has stopped. Okay, good. Let's go over to the escape pod. Let's grab our survival kit and our duct tape. Alright. I'm tempted to see if we can deconstruct anything in here. Looks like maybe if we had more of our toolkit, we could take apart this guidance system and get some components from that. There might be something useful in it. But for now, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this wreck here. We know where it is. We can come back and get our stuff later if we need to. Close the door. Let's jump off. Yeah, we had some rations in here, so I guess we didn't super need the, Actually, I'm gonna quickly flip through our Landfall Survival Manual, see what's in it. This can bring your survival skill to 2. We have the intelligence to read it, and it takes 20 minutes to read. Let's see, skim Landfall Survival Manual. So yeah, it's basically just got some survival tips. It would be enough for us to learn how to, like, you know, forage for food and stuff like that. So that might be useful. I'm going to throw all this back in the trunk and get back on the road. Let's see. Slow down a little bit. I don't need to floor it. We're going 4 tiles per turn. I don't know what that translates to in kilometers or miles. I have it set to talk in game terms most of the time, so I think that there's other settings if you want it to have in anything else. You could put it in Kelvin if you really want. Not that I would recommend it, but if you really liked Kelvin. Oh, hello. We see people off in the woods down here. Shah Paget, a bandit, and Leo Peacock, a bandit. Huh. Off in the woods to the southeast. I don't know how we know they're bandits. Maybe they look like bandits. Can we see them? Or are they just... Yeah, we can't see them in detail right now, but... They might be armed and aggressive. They also might be people we could talk to. So what I'm gonna do is we can probably outrun them in our hybrid car on the grass here. What's our battery like? 85%. So we did blow through a lot of our battery over there. Oh yeah, looks like there's some kind of log wall, a shelter. This wasn't on the map, was it? Yeah, this must be the bandits' camp. So there's looks like there's some kind of other survivors here with some wild pigs outside. Can I shout? Hey, anybody home? Oh, no response. I wonder if they are home. Let's park real quick. Let's honk our horn. Anything? Nope, nothing. I wonder if they're sleeping. They might be sleeping. I don't know how we saw them, but... Game abstractions. Oh, they might... They might be in the woods up here right now. I'm gonna leave our car running, and... Are those pigs angry at us? Those wild boars? They are fleeing us, actually. So we honked the horn and we scared the pigs, so that's good. I'm gonna... Leo Peacock. Bandit gets angry. Oh, okay. So there are bandits in the area. Hey, chill out. Hey, relax. Oh, there they come. Okay. Nope, they don't want to talk, I don't think. Let's, we can try to talk. Nope, they're hostile. They don't want to talk. Okay. Ballistic vest, backpack, tool belt, gold bracelet, cargo pants. All in really good shape. No weapons that I'm seeing. Seems to be they are unarmed. They probably want our car, so I'm not going to give them the opportunity to get it. Oh, and there's the other bandit, I'm guessing. Shaw Padgett. Oh, yep. Shaw has a gun. And... yeah, Walther PPQ 9mm. So I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna get out of town. I'm gonna floor it, backward. Not mess with them, and they won't mess with us. That's my policy right now. So, I'm gonna get back on the road. It's possible we could establish better relations with them later. I don't know. But for now, they don't seem to want us around, and I don't want to get on their bad side. Especially since, I mean, we have a gun too, but I would rather not kill people if I can help it. So, they're just making it, you know, in the apocalypse here. Let's see. Are those soldiers migrated at all? Can we slip past them now? I kind of want to see if we can sneak around them to the south. Nope, they're all pretty much in the same plot, same places. All the other zombies seem to have dropped their guns. Those are good guns. I wonder if our really junky rifle could shoot them? And yeah, Freya, that's a good idea too. We might be able to, like, lure them away. Although I'm a little worried about this bio-operator, because it says they remember their training. That might mean that they can operate a gun, which means they might have the ability to shoot us dead in this car, and we would have a very ignoble end in that case. Oh, hey there! A slime, a black blob of viscous goo oozing across the ground like a glob of living oil. So, there was another soldier here, oh, maybe not, maybe they just moved up north. There's a lot more of these than I thought there were, also. And a Graken. This is some form of eldritch monstrosity, an uncouth black being with smooth, oily skin and unpleasant horns that curve inward toward each other. Tall and thin, the shadows cling unnaturally to its vaguely defined human form. As it shuffles along, its hands twitching and spasming so rapidly as to appear a little more than a black blur of claws. Gazing upon its disturbing form fills you with an unspeakable terror. Okay. So this is some kind of creepy eldritch thing. Here's a big old blob that's like crusting and shedding slimes, I'm guessing. And a bunch of zombie soldiers. And they don't seem to not like each other, which is a little worrisome. But I'm not leaving this area without grabbing some of these rifles. I don't know which are which. I'm not really good at military rifles in general, or guns for that matter, but I know that they're probably good. So I'm going to grab a couple of them and as much ammo as I can get, which I think I'm going to accomplish by taking your suggestion, Freya, and luring them over here. Hey buddies, are you going to shoot me? Oh, interesting. They appear to be lining up and moving toward the Kraken. I'm I'm gonna wait. See what they're doing. Let's slow down. Yeah, they're grouping up on the Kraken, it looks like. They're chasing it. Are they hostile? Have they been fighting? Huh. Are they following it? The zombie soldier is engulfed by the amoebic mold. Good to know. I should have read that earlier. The zombie soldier struggles to stand. Let's wait a little longer. Oops. There we go. That's better. The zombie soldier bites the Kraken's right arm. Struggles to stand. So they are fighting, it looks like. These monsters and the zombie soldiers are all in combat. So that's an ideal opportunity to nip in and grab some of these guns. Yeah, the M249 can be vehicle mounted. We don't have a vehicle mount on this hybrid car, but I mean, we sure as hell can put one on it if we want to. So what I'm gonna do is, while they're all distracted, let's start running. Let's, do we have our back holster is empty right now. I'm gonna grab that backpack right here. We're gonna wear the gross filth. Oh, we can't wear it. That's right. We could wield it. We can wield the backpack and then shove as much stuff as possible inside. Alright, nobody's coming for us yet. M249. We can't fit that in a backpack. Okay. Good to know. How about you? Can we fit you in a backpack? No, we can't. Well, damn. I guess we could... Let's just dump you back in the trunk. I gotta wash it off before I can wear it because we're squeamish. Oh! The slime is coming toward us. It can't see us, but that doesn't mean... Yeah, I can hear. This blob has the sense of hearing, but no other senses, so when we make noise, it knows where we are, but it does not smell us or see us, which is good. So I'm gonna grab the M249. We're gonna wield it. It takes a long time to wield, apparently. Can I unload this one? And grab the ammo belts? And reload the one that we're carrying? Okay. We can. Okay. Then can we grab the M4A1? We cannot. Alright. And none of these are going to fit in our back holster, apparently. So I'm gonna go drop off our big gun. We can break that out if we need it. How are the zombies doing? They're just chasing this Kraken across the swamp. Oh, this is such a godsend. All these guys are abandoning all their weapons for us. Alright, so we're gonna grab this. And, I don't like this blob. I'm gonna shoot it. Let's try out this rifle that we just got. It's coming right for us, so... Okay, that was easy. Just a slime trail and a glob of slime is all that's left of it, so... Yeah, alright. I like this gun. Let's see. This is like a heavier gun, M27 IAR. Don't recognize any of these guns, but that's alright. Let's just drop you off. Drop off the ammo belt we're carrying, because we've been sprinting this whole time. We don't probably need all of the heavy machine gun things, but we are going to grab as many as we can. Waste no time. Alright. And we're just about out of stamina, but we did get enough of each. I think those ammo belts, we can deconstruct them and get the rounds out and reload a magazine, because they're all the same caliber. We're gonna go back into walking mode. I'm worried about that big amoebic mold, but we could probably shoot it too, right? And there's nothing else to the north of us. And I'm so glad those zombies cleared the road. You know what? I'm gonna grab this just so we have it, because we might want to build a turret or something later on. And we can't make very nice firearms, we can only really find them. So, really quick, I'm gonna compare and contrast some of our guns, because I'm not familiar with them. So, how do I do that? I think if I type in G, how do I do, or C gun? Yeah, okay. That's category gun. Alright. I'm gonna trust your gun expertise, Freya. But I want to check the numbers. Yeah, the range damage is better on the M27. It's a little slower to bash things with because I'm assuming it's heavier. Heavy barrel. What else can it do? Oh, we got a little ASCII art picture. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that M20... Yeah, the M27 is, like, way more expensive. Pre-Cataclysm, oddly. But the barter value is easier on the smaller rifle. Yeah. They use the same round, have the same capacity magazines. Most of the stats are the same, but the damage is a little better, and it's heavier. Yeah. It takes more strength to do burst fire on it. Does it shoot more rounds? Where's the difference here? There's gotta be some advantage that it has. Yeah, good degree of mobility. So yeah, the M4A1 is like a little bit lighter weight. So it's a little more portable, but for now, we'll give it a shot. We'll try this one out. We'll see how it goes. And that wasn't a pun, intentionally, but it works like one. I get so lost in this inventory. Help. Okay, here we go. So we're wielding that. I want to reload. We gotta unload some of these magazines. Okay, so let's unload these magazines. Let's reload the one that we've got. And then, yeah, we got a full thing. And then I think I'm gonna reload one of the other magazines while we're here. Yeah, let's just drop the gun. And how much ammo's in our magazine? 4. Okay, not worth, but drop you, wield. Where did I put the gun? I just reloaded. There it is. I'm so bad at tracking this inventory. I get sensory overload. There's too many things. Yeah, I really like the ASCII rifle art, Molly. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is grab the magazines from each of these. I probably don't need the whole... Well, you know what? Actually, all the soldiers are gone. Let's just kill this amoebic mold. Presuming we can. It looked like it... Wait. It did eat a soldier. Like, it ate an entire soldier, and it made a blob, I think. I'm gonna do it. I don't trust them. Freya, I don't trust them. That totally ate a soldier, and we saw it. I'm gonna shoot it, and if it kills us, then that's my problem. 58 damage, and it's still standing. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's fleeing us. It's bleeding cytoplasm out. Can it not see us? Huh. It has hearing and smell. Yeah, I guess it wasn't hostile. Maybe it was just fighting the zombies. Maybe this was a mistake. Oh well. I'm a monster. Sorry. Maybe it'll heal up. I didn't expect it to still be alive. Yeah, it'll probably bleed out. I feel a little bad now. Anyway, I'm gonna unload these. Get their magazines out. And grab them. Oh, I don't have any room. This did nothing for us. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna drag the whole lot back to the... Zombie biooperator spotted. Don't stop moving. Yeah, they're still heading off into the swamp, it looks like. We're probably safe. Anyway, let's move our guns up into our trunk. There's a chance we'll find friends that we're going to want to outfit, or, you know, guns are useful for trade. The zombie soldier came back. Where did the amoebic mold go? Did it dissolve into goop? Did it run off into the swamp? Did it turn into a zombie soldier? Doubtful. But you never know. Okay, so... So the zombie soldiers went off this way. We'll have to remember that. I'm gonna go north on the road for now. Let's see what's up there. And... Actually, you know what? While we're here, there's a zombie soldier down here that I know is hostile. And we have enough rounds that we can certainly practice our shooting on it. Here we go. Yep, that zombie's down. Did they have good equipment? Yes, they had a two-way radio, very good. Entrenching tool, very, very good. Gas mask would be handy. A sheath, which we could use, we could clean that up. 3 MREs, very handy. We could wash off some of their body armor. That'd be good to have. Yeah, it's gonna, we really need a backpack. We do not have the room for all this stuff. Alright, yep, grab a gas mask. It has a ballistic vest, but it's really damaged, so it's probably not going to protect us very much. If there was things that fit us well, that we could potentially stitch back together, maybe I'd keep them. Like, potentially these knee pads, the sheath, the two-way radio certainly. A webbing belt might be good, because we don't have anything to, like, store things in. That's like a little mesh thing that you can use as, like, a pouch or whatever, which gives us some storage. The army jacket and the army pants would be good if they fit us, but they don't. So I'm just gonna leave this here, and I guess drag it all back to the car again. Oh, are the soldiers coming for us now? They seem to have lost the Kraken, and some of them are coming back toward us. Yeah, the bio operator's making a beeline for us, so I'm not gonna waste any time on that. Let's get a good shot. Let's give us some time. Wait for them to get close enough for a decent shot. We hit him for 38 damage. Okay, it's almost dead. Bad bleeding on the torso. Alright. It might bleed out before it gets to us, but I don't want to take any chances. There we go. Alright, what do you have, buddy? A syringe, you say? Heavily modded gun here. So I guess they didn't remember how to shoot their gun. That's a good thing to know. But they do have some kind of training, whatever that means. I know that oh, morphine. Hello. Yeah. So this is why they had the syringe. Could be useful. We might need to kill a lot of pain very quickly. Canteen of clean water. An IFAK pouch. That's a medical pouch, I think. Yeah, I forget what it stands for, but I think it's like surgical equipment or something. A military ID card. Very good find. We're definitely going to take the morphine. Actually, let's go through and just sort through all of this. The army helmet fits us and it's in decent shape. Going to take that. If we can wash it off, keep it. Helmet liner fits us. Good to have. A holster with a Beretta in it. IFAK pouch. Good for surgical equipment. A much better rifle, which we're going to have to see how it's modded. Military ID. The soldiers might be coming back to us now. Yeah. Okay, the bio operators are bionically modified, I see. So I'm kind of glad they didn't get close to us then. That's good. Syringe, two-way radio. All of these are very useful things to have. We can salvage these for parts. Let's see. Canteen of water. If we wash that off, it would be good to have a container we could wear. Glove liners that fit us, combat boots that fit us, winter gloves that fit us. All of these are pretty good. Molly pack is good. I think it's like a hard frame pack. We don't have much in the way of storage right now, so anything that gives us a little more storage capacity is great. Yep, those zombie soldiers are definitely coming back now. They have lost interest in that Kraken, or have defeated it, or have lost it in the swamp, and are noticing that we've been shooting their friends, and they're all coming back toward us right now. And yes, a Molly pack. It's spelled differently, though. It's not yours. Let me see. We're going to shoot every zombie that barely did anything. We are going to kill every one of these zombies and steal all of their very good military equipment. And then we're going to be in a great position, I think, to survive. It is so good that we happened upon all these guns and a very distracted horde of military zombies, because this just let us arm up very quickly. We are probably going to get a lot of MREs out of this, with any luck. Possibly some useful tools. Possibly they'll overwhelm me and my ammo will run out, and it'll take me so long to reload the magazine that it'll swarm me and kill me, but worst case, I'll probably be able to climb in through the trunk and drive away. Thank you for that acronym, Freya. Modular lightweight load-bearing equipment pack. Okay. Yeah, so it is a hard frame pack. I thought it was a hard frame pack. I thought I remembered that. Alright, Decimate. Killed 10 monsters. Alright. We got a Chivo. So, let's see. A little bit more. Still doing pretty good. Still doing pretty good. Let's see. How long have we been streaming so far? We've been playing this for about an hour and a half. It's pretty decent progress for an hour and a half in this game, and you playing kind of slow too. You've got self-defense equipment. We are learning how to shoot a rifle. And yeah, that was an entire squad of zombies. All gone now. Dang. Dang, Pandora Mauler. So, yeah, her intelligence actually has improved since we started, so she must have learned some skills. Let's see, how are our skills doing? We have marksmanship, it's level 1, rifles is level 1, so we've gotten a basic handle for rifles. Having started with no weapon skill, we're doing pretty decent. Yeah, so far so good. So what I'm gonna do is just use the advanced inventory to move the things that we want into a pile and then drag them back to the trunk. Let's see. The best condition equipment we have, a pair of army pants might be good, an army jacket might be good. This is a terrible army helmet, we're not going to take that. Another cigarette, we might want that. Entrenching tool, I think we already have one. They wouldn't hurt to have for the future for bartering and things. This is my inner hoarder coming out, feel free to tell me to stop, but if it gets bad. So in the firefight I seem to have damaged some of the MREs, but they should all be usable still. I think we already have winter gloves, but we might mess up one trying to repair it, so it wouldn't hurt to take 2. None of these gloves fit us, so I don't want to take them, but they have a lot of canteens of water. More combat knives, very good, very good. All these two-way radios, that's brilliant, I love that. My favorite thing to do with two-way radios is rip out the sound system, and then you can make all kinds of traps with them to distract zombies, the dumb ones. So you just like make a little speaker on a thing and chuck it in a window, and all the zombies run in the building, and then you light the building on fire, and you don't have a zombie problem anymore. So, since we're playing a techie character, we'll probably be trying to find more clever solutions to once the zombies get a little bit tougher. I'm gonna take another helmet liner, a leg ammo pouch. None of these Asapi vests are particularly good. They're all pretty well damaged. We might be able to unload some armor plates from them though, so I'm just gonna go through and see if we can get any armor plates out of them. I wish these combat boots fit us, they'd be handy. And the tactical gloves too, because those are like Kevlar, but none of them fit, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And the canteens, because we'll want things to store liquid. And I think that's everything I can get of use out of this group. Maybe I'll grab another pair of army pants and an army jacket. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's all pretty good. If we can find a place to wash some clothes, we've got I'll take a molly pack. Alright, and then there's one more corpse up here. Order problems. Sorry, everybody. Oh, these pants are in good condition, but they don't fit, so I'm not going to keep them. A grenade! Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm glad I didn't skip this. A large wallet, a military ID or 2, a lighter, handy to have. We don't need to use our flint and steel anymore. More MREs, a packet of cigarettes. No combat boots that fit, no anything. 2 more canteens, another sheath or 2 with combat knives. Another two-way radio. I think that's everything I want to get off of these military zombies. We have enough. Well, I'll take the intention tools. Again, they're useful for barter and stuff, so. And another army jacket. And another army helmet that fits us. Okay. I promise I'm done hoarding now. Now, this is a lot of equipment, and you might think I don't need all of this, and you would be correct. But I'm taking it anyway. I mostly want to get it so that I have a decent suit of protective gear, and I'm gonna have to repair most of these because they're damaged. So, you know, I'm being a little on the careful side here. I do have a trunk that I have a lot of space in, and I don't have, there's no cities that are around to raid, so that's how I'm justifying it to myself. You can judge me if you want. You're allowed. Let's see. But yeah, once we get to a good break point, I'm gonna want to go grab some soup because I'm getting kind of hungry, and I'll probably go on break for a little bit, and come back. It probably wouldn't be a very long break, but I want to break up the videos anyway, because we've been going for almost 2 hours now. We got to a good position. Actually, really quick, I'm gonna go check if I can unload these ballistic vests. It seems as though I can't. Can I get one from the ground? Ballistic vest. Okay, drop it. Yeah, and then can I disassemble you? You can! Oh, heck yeah. So I can get some filthy ballistic plates from these pieces of armor. That could be good for making armor later, because these are very nice, actually. Ballistic... No, I can't just do it while they're on the ground. I have to have them in my inventory, apparently. So what I'm going to do is grab all of the things. Again, hoarder problems, I know, but we're going to get really well equipped from this. It'll be good, I promise. Okay. I should have given this character a hoarder as a trait, because I tend to gather equipment a little bit obsessively, and hoarder as a trait makes it so that if you don't have a full inventory, your character gets super anxious. So just for the realism, it might have been worth doing. Okay, so I'm going to take you into the pile. I'm going to really quick, how do I'm just going to sort this pile of ballistic vests into a heap at our feet. I'm going to grab them, wield them, activate them. How do I disassemble them? Disassemble them. Yep. Alright, and then grab one, wield it. There's no easy shortcut for disassemble the thing you're holding, unfortunately. We seem to be getting cold. It's only 1 p.m., but maybe maybe it's gotten a little colder. I don't know. So we might have to get some warmer clothes in a little bit, but for now, we are getting a bunch of really nice ballistic plates and 2 empty ballistic vests that are filthy. But we can reload these with ballistic plate, and that will give us pretty classy body armor. So that is all the stuff we wanted to loot. Let's just head over here. And, alright, I promise we'll get on the road soon. Let's see. Go south. We want the... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make, the trunk on the left the trunk for carrying, like, good, useful, clean equipment. And the trunk on the right is gonna be the one for all of our gross, dirty stuff that we recovered from corpses, just for the sake of keeping it organized. And also because it's just kind of gross to think about, just throwing all your nice clean food and stuff in a heap with dirty zombie blood covered junk. So it'll help us when we want to go through all this stuff to clean it too. We can probably take those knives out of one of the sheaths, and then we'll have a decent knife to work with, which is good. Is there anything over here we want? Nope. Alright, so then the rest of it is all going in the left trunk. Okay. And... oh, hello, phone. Can you hear that? Sorry if it's loud. Oops. Oh my goodness, did I totally put all of the dirty clothes under the car. Okay, now we put them in the car. Much better. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is grab one of those sheaths, combat knife. Grab one of them, wield it. unload. Can we wield? Actually, let's drop the... We're still carrying some junk, actually. Let's drop the helmet in there, drop it there, and then can I unload the combat knife, drop the dirty sheath back in the trunk. Now we have a combat knife. Okay. And I think we can attach a combat knife to a rifle, and then we have a bayonet. So I'm gonna do that too. Which one was our good rifle? We wanted the... Oh yeah, that's right. We just got one more rifle. Sorry, more inventory management. I know, it's super exciting. This is part of roguelike survival league games. Once we get the initial setup done, it will go a little bit faster because I'll have all the basic stuff that I need. And I won't need to, like... This is... Once I have a good military rifle, that's basically all I need for defenses for a while. Oh right, we have an electric chainsaw also, which we can probably modify into a pretty amazing melee weapon eventually. What was I doing? I wanted to compare a gun. It kind of messed this up. Yeah, because we got a heavily modified rifle from the bio operator that had... Oh, this has a shoulder strap, and then the heavily modified one has... I don't know, I'm comparing it to a combat knife. Has a shoulder strap, a suppressor, an underbarrel grenade launcher, and a holographic sight. So that's pretty handy. I think that's going to be our new favorite rifle. This M4A1, that got a bunch of mods on it. So I'm going to grab that. There it is. We can wear it because it has a shoulder strap, so that's good. And then we have that back holster, which we can put the electric chainsaw in, maybe? Because I really just want to have the electric chainsaw. There we go. In our holster, so that if we need a weapon in a pinch, we have that. Yeah, there we go. And we probably won't need to carry it everywhere we go, but we'll have it. So if we need it, we now have an electric chainsaw on our back. And let's reload this fancy gun. Oh, can we reload this magazine? I probably need to get the rounds out of one of these things. Alright. Let's do... I could unload the ammo belts, but that's going to take forever. So I'm just going to unload some of these other magazines that we recovered, get some loose rounds, and then... Oh yeah, because we have some pistols too. We got some pistols off of those zombies, and that might also be useful for some situations, but I'm going to stick with a rifle for now, just cause. Let's unload these magazines and reload the one that we want, and use that one to reload the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, now that's, I think... Oh, one more thing. Combat knife. We want to attach that as a gun mod to the... Oh, it's already got an underbarrel grenade launcher, so we can't put it on it. That's okay, I'd prefer the underbarrel grenade launcher, probably. Can we reload that with a grenade? Or does it need like a special... Probably needs a special thing. Anyway, we have a really darn good chainsaw, we have a combat knife, and a really good rifle, which is probably more than enough equipment to keep ourselves safe in the apocalypse for a while. So let's drop off all of the stuff we don't need. Let's, we aren't hungry or anything. We don't, you know what, I'm gonna turn on the two-way radio. Let's grab one of these radios and see if there's anyone out there now that we've got all our equipment done. You can't do anything interesting with it. Oh, I guess it has to have a receiver that's paired to it. Some of the radios you can listen to chatter, but I guess these ones don't. So, with that, let's hit the road. Head into that north area that we weren't going to go to earlier because the zombie soldiers were everywhere. And I'll try to get us to an interesting place. Huge fly on the side of the road in that marsh there. Huge mosquitoes, chipmunks, some kind of car part. Are you interesting? You're a small engine. You know, again, small gas engine, good thing to have handy. Also, whoops, did I somehow... Oh, I have another full magazine, never mind. Well, we can put you... Actually, I'm going to put you in the driver's seat so I know where you are. Here we go. And what's our car looking like right now? 37% battery, yikes. Oh, I hope that medium storage battery that's draining isn't also, like, borrowing charge from the other battery and draining. It might be. Before we go any farther, I'm going to take out that bad battery. I'm going to need to get a wrench. Wrench. I'm going to need to get a screwdriver, probably. Alright. Let's take this thing out of the trunk. Or the, you know, the thing that is in the front of the car. The front trunk. Let's see. And where's the battery? I'm missing it, aren't I? Is it in the back? Yeah, here we go. In the back. So here's that draining battery. I want to remove this from our car. It only takes a minute. Okay. So we got rid of the bad battery. Hopefully that will keep this other one from draining, because I'm worried that since they're linked in the same system, the damaged battery has been, like, leaking juice. And, yeah, you're busted. I don't need you. Can I butcher you? Can I chop you up? We need a soldering iron to chop it up, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to mosey on without that backup battery. Maybe we'll find a replacement battery later. Actually, let go of controls for a second. I'm going to go close the trunk. Whoops. We kind of left our car driving a little bit. There we go. Back on the road. Go a little faster. Some dogs on the side of the road, chipmunks, just wildlife it looks like if I'm looking at the map. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm currently covering up the map. My bad. I should move my face. Maybe after the break I'll move my face. We got a huge wasp in the swamp to the south, a huge fly. A spare tire. Hello. Yeah, spare tire is always good. We're going to take good care of our car, so... because this is a wonderful, wonderful car. So I'm going to do the right thing by it and make sure that we have plenty of replacement parts. What's that? There's something weird. Where did it go? There was something. Something in the marsh. Hello. Experimental mutant. You're behind this tree, that's why I couldn't see you. A deformed amalgamation of man and animal, grotesque humanoid covered in fur and a torn jumpsuit. The sinister fangs, claws, and the look of insanity in his pale yellow eyes are a testament to that he lost all of his humanity. Okay. Dang. Medium-sized mutant. Hearing, sight, smell, has a head. Tracking, very dangerous. So, this is like a feral, mutant person living in a swamp here. Probably escaped from a lab or something. Oh. So this road leaps around to the, or like loops around to the other side of this swamp where that mortuary was. I'm gonna continue on around. Just so we know, there's a... I don't think I want to mess with the mutant, but I'll leave a note there for the future. And there's a car up ahead. Looks heavily damaged. Let's go a little farther up. We're really driving close here, but I want to check out what it's got in it. A battery that isn't any better and a damaged engine. I don't really want to mess with that. I don't think there's any other systems that would be easy enough to get out of this car that we'd want, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, if we find a good battery in a car, it would be worth it, because our current battery is pretty heavily damaged, and this is, being a hybrid car, we could run it off of gas. Oh, I should have thought I might have been able to get some fuel from that. Anyway, yeah, Ben, we're gonna leave the wild furry behind. Let's see. Dermatic larva. Dermatic. I've not seen those before. Hello. A fat white grub as big as a squirrel with a pair of large spade-like mandibles. So, dermatic. Derma meaning skin. maybe? Maybe it's just a real big tick? I don't know. It's the size of a squirrel. That's pretty messed up. I'm not fond of that. And some mutated giant fireflies the size of a house cat. Yeah, that's why I don't like swamps. Do you remember? I don't know if you caught at the very start, if you were here from the beginning, but we had a choice to cut through this big swamp to go up to the mortuary. That's why I didn't want to, because swamps are just real nasty. And then, hey, another vehicle on the side of the road. What we got? Alright. Hello. An atomic compact. This is the tiniest car! Oh my goodness. It's all extra light frames, so it's an aluminum frame. It's... It's got a security system in it that's functional, so I'm not going to mess with it. And another battery that's draining, so I won't mess with it, it's damaged. And a nuclear mini reactor with a ton of plutonium fuel cells in it. So... Do we want plutonium fuel cells right now? Might be useful. Let me see if I can unload the mini reactor. Because if we can't unload it, then it's a moot point. It might not be able to be unloaded. But... my phone's been charging on the desk, so it's been buzzing. It reached full charge and I forgot to unhook it. Sorry if it's been carrying into the microphone. Mini reactor, here we are. Unload. No charged plutonium cells. Oh, so I guess maybe you can only unload them when they're fully charged? Does this little compact work? Huh. Wait, did we... Oh, we got 2 fuel cells from it. Okay. I don't think these are radioactive, are they? We might not be able to tell. This is neither a fuel cell nor nuclear, but the name stuck. Oh, okay. It uses plutonium-244 as a catalyst to stabilize a complicated nano compound that can store enormous amounts of power. Unfortunately, it cannot be recharged by conventional means. Expended cells had to be sent to a central reprocessing facility that almost certainly doesn't exist anymore. Alright. But, on the plus side, we did get 2 fuel cells out of that atomic compact, so if we find anything that needs some of these fancy fuel cells, we can use it. So, we're just scrounging around in the wilderness right now, looking for bits and bobs. There's a bridge. Looks like the bridge goes across the river to the north, mortuary to the east, and what looks like another bridge. I'm gonna take the bridge, we're gonna cross the bridge that's closest to us. There's some possible hostiles. Oh, more geese. Our eternal enemy. Alright, the bridge, however, looks... bridgehead, ramp up. I've never seen a 3-dimensional bridge before. I sure hope this part of the game works okay. Let's go real slow. Up this ramp. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's an elevated bridge. That's cool. This is one of the... They've been adding in, like, depth and Z layers to the last couple updates. I was just nervous that since this is the experimental build, it might have been broken. But yeah, we can't see anything. What's below us? Just open water on every side. And way over here looks like more swampy marshland. Actually, since we're up, we can see a little farther than we could otherwise. So what's out here? Ooh, a shipwreck. That would be incredibly reckless. Another silo and farmhouse. We could go over there for scouting if we wanted to. But this shipwreck... Kinda tempted. If we could find a means to get out there, shipwrecks can have a lot of nice stuff in them. Looks like there's a lot of fish swimming around in the water. Catfish, eels, bluegills. Huh. Big bridge. Wow. We're still going, aren't we? Well, we found the other side finally. Yeah, dang. What's this over here? A sulfurous anthill, you say. My experience in this game with ants has been such that they're not... They're bad? Zombies, you say? I am seeing log messages about zombies. But all I see are geese. What's with that? Huh. Zombie geese? Oh, hello! Oh, that's what I was missing. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, okay. You should have looked ahead. There's a zombie, a feral human, another zombie, a tough zombie, another zombie, a zombie child, a fat zombie and a decaying zombie, and of course a zombie dog, and 2 unfortunate victims. Looks like just regular people. And another corpse that does not look like it's in very good shape, but that one's got a cell phone. And yeah, it's just civilians. And it looks like this is some kind of... Once upon a time, this was a military blockade. These are Humvees. That might be where our military zombies came from. 2 military Humvees completely abandoned, some spent rounds. Looks like there was some kind of firefight here. And the zombies appear to have won. And yeah, that's a feral human. So they're not even a zombie, they're a regular person. They're just... These are the ones that are nasty. That's what killed us last time we tried playing this game. They're smart, they can climb, they can use tools, they can throw things. They're not something you want. They do not seem to have equipment, though. Apart from probably... I think they throw rocks usually, and they might have some... It looks like they might have a crowbar, but that might just be aesthetic. These Humvees. It has 1 wheel. If we can salvage enough armored wheels from all these Humvees, we might be able to convert one of them into a... We might be able to convert them into a slightly better hybrid vehicle. An armored hybrid vehicle, just port our engine over. But what I'm gonna do is say, yeah, Humvees... do we want to mess with these zombies? We could probably... The bridge is a pretty defensible location. We're up off the ground. There's a lot of them, but we do want to have this area clear, probably. If we got up to the edge of the bridge, we could fire down and probably take care of that. I'm going to take the electric chainsaw with us, so that we do have a melee weapon. Excuse me, melee weapon. I'm going to drop off our tools. I'm going to grab a spare magazine. Neither of those are empty. We got 1 in the seat here. We'll take that with us. Actually, we really need some kind of storage on us because we're full up on storage right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop off the combat knife and see if we can store the magazine in our inventory afterward. I'm going to take out the fancy... Yeah, we can't. Okay. So... Well... We don't have any storage equipment. Nothing that'll... You have a tool belt or something? Come on. Belt? Nope. We might have a filthy one, but we haven't washed it yet. Yeah, we really need to get on washing some of this equipment we cut off zombies. Well, what I'm going to do is carry the magazine up to a defensible location along the edge of the bridge here. And it looks like... Have they seen us? They can't see our current location. These ones can. So once they get close, it looks like they can't see us because we're too steep up the incline. And they might be too dumb to remember. So what I'm going to do is drop a magazine. We're going to... Okay. Moving on the guardrail is slow. What I'm going to do is drop our magazine over here so we have it at hand. Wield our real nice rifle. And start taking in some of these zombies down below. Once we start making noise, the ones that can't see us are definitely going to start moving. I'm going to go for the feral human first, because in my experience, they're some of the hardest things to... We didn't hit them, did we? Okay, we hit the zombie. We hit the zombie way back here. Oh, we can't aim, can we? Alright. Oh, hey Chuck. Yeah, they actually, they've recently added elevations. in one of the... Yeah, there we go. One zombie down. Okay. So before they get in the water and we can't see them, gonna try to take out as many of these as we can. And that one sinks into the water. Rip. Let's try to get as many as we can, because if we don't get them, they're just gonna... that one might bleed out. I'm not worried about it. Let's try to get as many of them as we can, because if they get into the water and we lose track of them, what's going to end up happening is, as we're looting those Humvees or something, they're going to come right back out of the ocean and catch us with our pants down, and that is not ideal. Because if you aren't wearing pants, then your legs are exposed to various zombie bites, and that's just not good for anybody. Let's try to get these guys. We're not really getting very good aim on any of them, are we? And yeah, maybe shooting down from the from above is putting us at a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah, they're bleeding to death. They'll be good. Maybe the fat zombies are an easier target. Yeah, that one's just bled to death. Alright. That one's gonna go down. They're bleeding heavily and they're pretty much out of health. Yeah. And yeah, I've been dusting off Cataclysm for the first time in a while. I haven't actually gotten to see all of the newest features, but the inventory got a total overhaul, so that bags are like individual storage pouches now, and you kind of have to keep track of, rather than where before bags just carrying like a backpack just gave you so many liters of storage space. Now, wow, I cannot hit any of them. Dang. Well, what I'm gonna do is get a little closer. How's our... We got 9 more rounds. Okay. We're a little closer now. But what I was saying... Oh yeah, storage. The way that it used to work is you just put a backpack on. There we go. You put a backpack on, it gives you like 40 liters of storage. Now, maybe it's more like 4 liters, but now you have a system where each... Whereas before, with that kind of thing, you'd have... if you just put on 4 backpacks, you could somehow carry a mattress or 2 on your back as you're driving a car with your free hands, which was a little silly. So they've overhauled the storage system, so that now you can... Yeah, okay, let's reload our magazine. Let's swap out for the one we stored here. Where the Stanek? Okay, can we not? There we go. And we don't want to leave this magazine around, but we'll leave it there for now. We'll remember it. Okay, so it looks like we've mostly cleared out this area. There's some zombies that are going to be coming up out of the water. Ooh, hello. Looks like there's some kind of shallow causeway here leading out to... I wonder if that connects to the shipwreck. Huh, I wonder if it's like a reef or something. Alright, so it looks like there's some equipment here. Correct me if I'm wrong. There were human bodies here earlier, weren't there? Like 2 or 3? There are no longer human bodies here. I wonder if they just got up and are zombies now, or if something ate them, or... Frankly, I'm a little worried, just because I'm not familiar with it. Let's draw our rifle. Let's try to get the rest of these zombies before they get back in the water. Alright, tough zombie. Alright. And I'm gonna be stupid for a second. I'm gonna jump in the water. We do not see any zombies. Alright, well... Oh, you know, that getting wet was probably a terrible idea, come to think of it. We're soaking wet now, and it's cold out, so that was stupid. But I wanted to see if we could see the zombies. I forgot that the water's kind of murky, so we can't see very far, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck, are you streaming later? Later this evening, do you think? Because I want to swing by for that, if you are. Let's see, I'm going to grab a handheld game system and a lighter. Just gonna see if there's anything else of use in the rest of these zombies. Da-da. A smartphone might be useful. Headlamp. Oh, that would be really good to have. We can put that on our army helmet, and then we'll have a pretty good light source. So, eyeglasses, filthy, but they fit us. Fit over sunglasses. Not super useful, but eyeglasses can be probably a pretty good trade resource, I would imagine, because they're hard to find. So I'm going to keep that. We don't need it, but someone might. Let's see, a crowbar, lovely. Oh, very good. We can't carry it, but I'm going to set it aside. So we do. And then let's grab this wallet, and I think I'm going to grab... Nothing else really fits very well. Part that I'd want anyway. Sleeveless fur duster. I don't think I want any of this other equipment. But that crowbar, so that feral zombie did indeed have a crow. Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. Hi, howdy. This is why I don't like being near the water, because I'm afraid something's just gonna jump out at us. There we go. Ah! I spoke too soon. Alright. Alright, let me get back to shore really quick. That zombie spotted. So they're starting to come out of the water. I guess we've made enough noise that they're wise to us at this point. Oh, hello. Oh, I guess we shot that one zombie, so they bled out. Monster spotted. Don't stop aiming. Let's shoot the little one over there. If you probably feel pretty bad killing a kid zombie. Typically that's the case. Oh, there's so many in the water here. There's even more. There's even more than I thought there were. Alright. This is more than enough. Okay, so those two are bleeding. Minor bleeding, minor bleeding. With any luck, they'll be dead by the time they get to us. I'm gonna... What were we doing? We were in the process of... Alright, maybe I will... Well, if they get close enough, we can take care of them that way. Alright, was there anything else we absolutely wanted? A Kel-Tec. That is a nice pistol, I think. And a Winchester. That's a shotgun. We don't have one of those. Let's put you aside. Yeah. But yeah, you burned out on Kenshi? Yeah. It's always hard on those kind of... Like, even this kind of game. On a survival game, after you've committed a lot of time into a character, losing the character kind of, you know, it takes the piss out of you. It's hard to want to get back up to that point. So, thankfully, I have not invested too much time in this character yet, so I'm still like free to play kind of risky. But a lot of games, I know it's, especially like roguelikes or whatever, that are the sort of game that you play for weeks even. It's always kind of tough to keep your spirits up in those situations. So. I'm sorry to hear that you lost... Ah! Hello! Sorry, I was in the middle of trying to offer my condolences when a zombie came up on me. There we go. Better. Alright. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, those kind of games, it's like you put a lot of time into it, and I know how it kind of feels when you lose your progress, so sorry about that. I'm gonna grab a box of Toastums. A soggy, gross box of corpse Toastums. Delicious. Alright. Then yeah, I think we're pretty much set. There's those guns that we got over here, which I want to haul back to shore. I could probably start walking. I don't need to sprint anymore. Last check, let's go into category mode so we get a better sense for what's here. And this is our inventory. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. And I believe these red skulls mean that they will, if left to their own devices, revive. But I don't know if we're going to stick around long enough for that to matter, so I'm not going to worry about dismembering them or anything. Yeah, what's this about Kenshi 2? There's a sequel coming out? I did not know about that. Although I do know somebody who may or may not have had an opportunity to work on a Kenshi-related project, and I wonder if that's what it was. I'm pretty sure they were under a non-disclosure agreement. So that might make sense. Unreal 4? Okay, okay. Do we want any more of these clothes? I don't think we really need wool socks that badly. More hoarding behavior. Good tank top, some good shape. A leather cloak, that might be handy. A bandana could be good for our face. I don't think we need any of this other stuff. We're pretty well set on the clothes situation. I'm gonna wear a leather cloak. Just for a second, while we bring this stuff into the car. We're just covering ourselves in clothes. Can we carry these now? Nope. Wear the rifle, wear the Winchester, okay. Where's our car again? I think we parked it up here, right? So let's go back up the ramp, grab this magazine. Now that we have all these jackets on, we have so many pockets. It's wonderful. Yeah, that'll be exciting though. Kenshi was popular enough that I couldn't have imagined, and since it was sort of kind of a messy, not a messy project, but it wasn't really made, it wasn't really, I think that it was made on a budget that was smaller than its ambitions. So it's, I totally could see it being the sort of thing that they would expand out in a sequel, hopefully with a bigger budget, bigger team, that sort of thing. So that's exciting. That is exciting news. Alright, I'm just gonna unload all of our junk. Drop this cardboard box at the back. Why is there magazines in the cardboard box? Why would you do that? For shame. For shame. Unload the magazine out of the cardboard box. This is one of the annoying things about the new inventory system, is that the you will not let me drop the... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Sometimes the nested inventories get a little bit tricky. Like this wallet has a gas card in it, and that you need to keep track of where the wallet is, and you won't always see that it's the one that had the gas card in it. It can be a little confusing. Anyway, I think that's most of the stuff we needed. Do we want to drop off these unfitting clothes that we have? Probably. Probably drop off the Winchester, because I don't think we need that right now. And close the door. Are we warm? Yeah, we're reasonably warm. And I think we don't have anything on the ground under the car. Good, good. Alright. And yeah, I totally get that too, Chuck. Like, Kenshi, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. Kenshi was like, ooh, we gotta squeeze past this car. I need to focus for a second. Beep. There we go. Little tiny gap. That's the quality driving right now. Pandora. Alright. Now, yeah, but that's sort of what I was getting at. The Kenshi was a game that had like ambitions that were bigger than its budget. It ended up growing and becoming a much bigger thing than it may have had the engine that was to... Hello! You're a landmine! Why am I cavalierly walking around near... Okay, thanks. You put the minefield sign way up to the north of the place that you've mined very heavily off of the main road. Not very helpful, by the way. Not very helpful at all. I guess I should have thought about this. There are military vehicles here, and there were a bunch of people that were dead and splattered stuff all over the place. I so almost stepped on a landmine. Oh my goodness. Let's mosey. That would have been the end of our character. Landmines in this are more like real-world landmines, and your body is more like a real-world person's body, at least at the start. If you don't see them, that's why you invest in those perception points. I'm glad we noticed that before. Oh, what if the road has landmines? Or what if they're probably all over? I'm gonna leave a mark here so I know. This is Humvees. We're gonna upgrade this to a red mark. Say landmines, and Humvees. Maybe we're gonna make it an exclamation point. There. Alright. And I still want to check out the shipwreck, but I think we're gonna wait on that. Been going for about 2 hours. I did want to take a break to get some soup, because my soup is almost certainly done by now. And I will be back soon after that. I guess that's as good a point as any to take a break, huh? Gosh, we very, very nearly ended this. That would have been pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's go on a break for a little bit. I'll put some music on. I'm probably gonna break up the video here too, but I'll put some music on and be right back. I'm just gonna take a quick break and eat a soup, and I shall return. Also, reheat my hot chocolate because it's cold by now, and my whole point in streaming today was to be warm and inside and not out in the cold. So yeah. But yeah, I will be back shortly. Let's save and quit to title. There we go. I completely forgot that I left the music off too. My bad. There was pretty nice Fallout music going. But yeah, I'll leave this up for a little bit as we are on break. And yeah, I will be back. Give me 15. Give me 15. And I will return. Y'all use the toilet or whatever. If you haven't already. Because it's a good idea to do. I probably don't need to tell you that. Bye!